Now let's get into it. Our session 10 review. So, in this session, we had a fun time where while in a nice little pub, everyone got together and talked to the spirit fox they've had for a while. And Diogen, using the speak to animal spell, learned that the spirit fox actually has a home that's in a spirit dimension that is they kind of want to go back to, but is whatever. And they said that the adventurers, once they get stronger, maybe should go there to try to get some kind of blessing from the spirit animal, and maybe so that the spirit fox could go back home. So interesting thing that happened because the adventurers decided that instead of talking to them in the bar, they wanted to talk to their companion. So cool. We'll see if that ever comes back up. Sure it will. The Temple of Toby was also visited by none other than Bunny, our Toby war priest. They went to the Temple of Toby, got to a sermon, and then in this sermon, one special person was able to be accepted to meet Toby. This is something they generally do in their religion, and Bunny used a Nen charge to really pray to try to be accepted into this position, and eventually they were. They got to meet Toby, person on the left, the god that they've been praying to. Toby is a dog that was essentially alone for a very long time, but eventually, through some magical ways, found Nen and used it to essentially become extremely powerful, more than general jogs. Toby was specifically, um, an innate Nen user themselves, essentially, and was able to find ways to become extremely powerful with that Nen. And eventually, what happened was they were pushed out into the essentially multiverses of the world, and Toby was able to pull themselves back, and in doing so, they gained a lot of power and became a very strong Nen user that is able to now essentially travel in between worlds. So Toby really just goes around doing things they see or fit, but generally just hanging out in their fun pocket dimension that they love and giving power to some lowly people like Bunny, of which is this dog on the right, which is Bunny's new companion that will be following them around and be a part of the crew, as it is a part of Toby and could even be used to talk to Toby if wanted to. Under After that, the team said they want to go to the underworld right now, so they had to figure out how to get there because there wasn't just a walk here for underworld. They ended up meeting up with Heisenberg, the person on the left, who sold them a lot of drugs as they went to the drug kingpin after talking to some shady individuals, and they also met up with Jesse, the person on the right. So Diogen and Cruel Wrench and also Inu Tawagata went in. Um, Turns out that Inu wasn't exactly the kind of people Heisenberg likes to take company with, but even though Heisenberg's a crazy guy, he did allow Inu to live. So Inu got kicked out, but Diogen and Cruel Wrench were able to learn a large amount of interesting things about the underworld, specifically that you need to have a specific location to go in, and that the people that are you have to know someone to go in there. You can't just be walking around silly nilly. So Heisenberg accepted to be the person that follows them throughout the journey in the underworld and essentially be their sponsor. And they were planning to it. And Heisenberg, also being a PepsiCo enjoyer, as Cruel Wrenches, saw the connection and said, "Hey, you want to help me go take out some competition, some Coke Co. Drug Lord kingpins, and then once you take them out, you could use their entrance into the underworld." So that'd be fun. So that's the plan for the team next session going forward. Um, that being said, though, right before they wanted to head out, their plan was to meet up with some shopkeepers, try and buy some good stuff. They went to the potion seller, where they bought some health potions. But the potion seller additionally told them about a grand place he has where he has some of the best ingredients to make potions, and that is in the Wizard Forest. So that's a different portion of the world that when the players get there, they can be able to find this potion seller's location, see his house, and possibly find those ingredients where he can make some very strong potions for them if they ever come back to Riften. And then finally, we have a tinkerer. There was an artificer they met that had random gadgets, was just hanging about. And from this artificer, they purchased a magical wand, which was given to Diogen, which has the ability to cast one of 100 random spells upon usages. And Yeah, Diogen gave it because he wants to run the RNG, and the Tinkerer, after doing that, additionally told the team that if they were able to find him a very special artifact, specifically known as a Neuron Star, that he would give them the wand and almost anything they wanted for free. Because it is extremely difficult to find. It's in a faraway land, but it has the ability to make the most powerful Nen weapons possible. So, if the group finds any more information on it, they definitely can. But the Tinkerer essentially expressed their pipe dream of wanting to make the best Nen weapons, and if they were able to help in any way, he'd be more than appreciative. That's all we had for this session, so hopefully see y'all next week for more interesting D&D.